And now, for the 6th episode of the life-changing, earth-shattering, record-breaking Tim Gillam Show!
Woo! The Tim Gillam Show is back! Episode 6, here we go! You know, one of the common questions I'm getting here on the Tim Gillam Show is, are you going to keep doing the show? How much longer are you going to keep doing the show? Is this the last show? Well, like our governor, Jay Inslee, I like to come prepared to the show with some graphs. So here is a graph on the Tim Gillam Show viewership. As you can tell, this is not a good trend. Now, Jay Inslee would be proud that we're flattening the curve. The only problem is we're pretty much flattening the curve because we're getting down to like 0 viewers. So, you know, I think the idea maybe would be to like bring this curve back up. So anyway, I don't know if things are looking too good here. That's the Tim Gillam Show viewership.
We're lame.
Let's not screw around though. Let's get that viewership up, and the best way I can think of doing it by bringing in my co-host. Here she is, Alexis Gillam. Welcome to the show, Alexis.
Thanks.
Hey, let's get some householding stuff out of the way here. First of all, a couple shout-outs. Happy birthday to Janice Clark.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to Casey Monahan.
Happy birthday!
And we want to recognize special recognition of our Tim Gillam Show Fan of the Week, #1 fan, Nolan Winters.
Yeah,
Nolan! You're the man, Nolan!
Fan of the week!
Now, Alexis, we're filming this on Mother's Day.
Yep.
So
Happy Mother's Day!
I'd like to wish Happy Mother's Day to Marilyn Gillam and to Esther Dean. And a very, very special Happy Mother's Day to possibly the most coveted and elusive guest that this show has not been able to secure, and that's your mother, Carrie Lynn Gillam.
Woo! Happy Mother's
Happy
Day!
Mother's Day, Carrie Lynn. Direct quote from Carrie Lynn today, I don't want to be on that stupid show. So that's kind of how she feels about
Never
things.
gonna happen.
Right. Now, it's Mother's Day. I am planning after the show to go down and barbecue what's left of the meat. Because there may not be there may not be any meat left to barbecue in the coming weeks. So we're going to have a nice little barbecue here at the Tim Gillam Show compound. Now, addressed at the opening, Alexis, should we continue the show? I'm getting a lot of questions from people about continuing the show. It's, you know, maybe not so good. Maybe they want us to end this. But I thought of some reasons why it might be good to stop, first of all. #1, you know, it's mentally taxing for me to prepare all these childish remarks week in and week out.
For you, Dad?
It's hard for you to act like a child. Really.
Yeah, it's not easy for me. So anyway, that's one. After last week's show, I'm afraid Nathan might break something for real. So that would be another
Surprise me.
that'd be another good reason for us maybe to stop the show, right? And people, I think, are just getting sick and tired of hearing about this virus. Would you agree?
I'm sick and tired of it.
And
I'm
so
sick and
maybe,
tired of it.
you know, they've just had enough of dealing with this. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a bit here. Now, on the other hand, I was thinking about it, and you know, our show is a lot like Star Wars.
You're comparing our show to Star Wars?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. So,
Nowhere close.
for example, George Lucas made 6 movies, Star Wars movies. We've made 6, this is number 6 episodes, right, of the Tim Gillam Show. Now, George Lucas got to a point where he was burnt out, and he didn't, you know, people were clamoring for more Star Wars movies, and he just didn't want to do it, and so he took some time off, and Disney swooped in and spent like billions of dollars to buy Star Wars, right? So I'm thinking, this is episode 6, we take a little break, we recharge the batteries, Disney swoops in and buys the Tim Gillam Show. What do you think of that?
I don't think it's very likely.
Well, they're running out of money, man. They can't survive this virus like any of the rest of us, so...
Now, Alexis, if Disney calls and I'm not around, make sure you answer the phone.
Okay.
Because if Jenna gets on there, she'll sell the rights to this show for a trip to Disney World.
Duh!
I mean, I would too.
Oh, well, don't pick up the phone then, okay? All right, so let's talk a little bit about what's in the news, all right? So we've got people out there that are reporting businesses that are illegally being opened. Did you know this,
Yeah.
Alexis? Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
And so then we've got people, and now these people that have reported these businesses didn't realize that they're on the public record for reporting them. And so now you've got people that are threatening the people who reported on this, right? So, people, you're proving my first law of the human race, which is human beings are completely insane, right? They're completely insane. My take,
included?
well, I don't know if we'll go that far, Alexis, but my take on this whole thing is I'm going to quote one of my favorite sitcom characters who said, "I see nothing. I know nothing." Do you know who that is, Alexis?
No.
That's a little before your time. That's Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh.
Speaking of Schultz, we're gonna talk about another Schultz a little later in the show. But anyway, I'm thinking about this, Alexis, and you've got people who are, just out there trying to make a living, right? And people are reporting them for opening up their business illegally, even though, And so, I'm a little disappointed about that. But even worse, these people are now threatening these people. Don't people just need to calm down here a little bit?
Yeah.
I've got a suggestion.
Okay.
If you're getting a little uptight, if you're getting a little tense, sit back on the couch, relax, open up a cool beverage, and watch the Tim Gillam Show. We need you. We need you badly, all right? Okay. So, we've been working hard on this show. I think we need to take a break, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's take a break, Alexis.
Are you guys gonna continue the show? I'm still filming.
Hang on, Jenna. We're taking a break. I needed a break because I just called you by the wrong name.
What? I can't take a break. I'm still holding this darn camera.
All right, that's the end of our break.
Good.
Alexis, would you agree I'm a simple guy?
Yes.
Fairly simple. Yeah, I get up in the morning, I go to work, I come home, and in the spring and summer, what do I like to do? I like to just kick back and watch a baseball game, right?
Not the Mariners.
So, there's no baseball right now, right? So, what am I and all these other folks to do? Well, I don't know if you knew this, Alexis, but they're playing baseball in Korea right now. The Korean Baseball League has started. Now, they don't have any fans, obviously because of the virus, which really would be like a typical Mariner home game, right? But I wanted to run by, and you tell me which of these team names, so it's a 10-team league. I'm going to give you the team names, and you tell me which ones you like.
Okay.
Okay, we've got the Deucin Bears. Now, I understand that the Deucin Bears have won like 3 out of the last 4 or 5 championships. So the Deucin Bears are kind of the current thing in the Korean Baseball
They're the
League.
Dodgers of the Korean Baseball League.
Well, they actually have 1 championship, so let's hang on to that one. But we've got the Hanwha Eagles, the Kia Tigers, who I understand are the Kia Tigers have won the most Korean championships.
Wow.
The Kiwoom Heroes, the KT Wiz, the LG Twins, the Lottie Giants, the NC Dinos, the Samsung Lions, and the SK Wyverns. Any of those
I like the Dinos.
You like the Dinos? That doesn't surprise me with you, Alexis, that you would like the Dinos. Now, one of the things I was noticing when I was looking over the team names is it seems like instead of in the United States where we have cities, they have cities and a mascot. It looks like that these are actually corporations or products.
Oh,
right?
Interesting.
You got LG, you got Kia, you got Samsung, right? So I thought that we would put together a little 6-team league of our own with our own team names based on products or companies, right? You want to hear some of the names I came up with? So we've got, first of all, for me, right, we've got the Liberty Mutual Emus. Limu the Emu would be the mascot, right? We've got the Coca-Cola Caffeine Addicts, right? That one would be for your mother.
Yeah.
Nathan, right?
And you.
Well.
And you too. I'm really the
not.
only one that doesn't drink Coke in this family.
So we have the Coca-Cola Caffeine Addicts. We have the Nintendo Screen Addicts, which again would be, you kids.
Animal Crossing.
The Clapper Cougars, like the clapper.
The clapper?
Oh, we love our
So
clapper.
like turning on the stadium lights and
Yeah.
stuff with the clapper.
That'd be cool.
So we got the Clapper Cougars. That's a good one. And then how about the Viagra Vikings
Mm-hmm.
and the Tampax Trojans? So
Oh.
those were just a few of the names that I came up with that I thought might be good. And then that takes me to our favorite segment, a moment in sports history.
I wouldn't call it my favorite.
Oh.
Now, do you know what's coming here, Alexis? Do you know what story we're going over
Let
today?
me just give the people a little heads up. This is one of those stories that he tells every 2 minutes. The story, I mean, it stays the same. It never evolves, but it's just one of those that you hear all the time.
Well, the story really shouldn't involve because it's the truth, right? I mean, I don't want to exaggerate
Well,
here or anything.
it's the same exact thing every time,
But-
is what I'm saying.
Let's go back to the year 1983.
That's like dinosaurs, huh?
Tim Gillam was an 8th grader at Argonne Junior High School, which doesn't even exist anymore. That's how long ago it was.
Eons ago.
And we were playing the East Valley, they weren't the Knights, what were they? They were the Squires, I believe, in the 8th grade. The Knights were the high school, the Squires were the middle school. And it was the first game of the season, and guess who was pitching for the Argonne Trojans? Just take a guess.
Was it you?
It was me.
Really?
And so I was throwing a no-hitter in the first game of the season. 7-inning game, so we were through 6 2/3 innings.
Uh-huh.
I had a no-hitter, and the other team, one of their better players was up, and he was a big tall left-handed kid named Darren Duty. Well, I looked out to right field, where my good pal had just been inserted into the game,
Uh-huh.
Dave Schultz. We call him affectionately Schultzy, right? Now, Schultzy was a very good basketball player. Not so much on the baseball side. But Schultzy had been inserted into the inning, and I was kind of a little nervous with Darren up there, and so I threw the pitch, and sure enough, Darren Duty, deep fly ball to right field. There goes my no-hitter, right? So Schultzy runs forward. He runs backwards. He runs forward again. His legs start shaking, right? He reaches that mid up, he closes his eyes, and he makes the catch.
Wow.
Big shout out to my friend Schultzy for saving my no-hitter back in 1983.
Schultze, if you're watching this, he tells the story like every 5 minutes, so you made an impression on him.
All right, folks, that's the end of the Tim Gillam Show. We hope to be back for another episode. I'm kind of thinking about those reasons. You know, I thought about some reasons why we shouldn't come back. The big one as to why we should come back. Why not? Right? Why not?
Why not?
Not like we have anything better to do.
We'll see you next time.